Yes guys, welcome back to another video. This one is a video that has been requested from a few people from me to do, which is a update on the 2PAC Shakur murder case. 2PAC Shakur died 27 years ago on the 7th of September 1996, and we've had a lot of trouble finding out who was linked to it and who did it, because there were so many people that could have. Because he ran with Death Row Records, could it have been someone from Bad Boy? Could it have been someone that P. Diddy hired to do it? Because in that famous diss track where he went at Biggie, he also mentioned Tupac. Tupac also mentioned P. Diddy and a fair few others. And obviously on the night of his death, he also jumped Orlando Anderson. So could it have been him? And also, could police have been involved anyway? Because back in those days, when there was gang-related stuff and people that were rolling with Suge Knight and Death Row Records, or P. Diddy and Bad Boy and whoever it was, they also hired police when police weren't working to work alongside them. I'm going to take you back to September the 7th, 1996. Tupac is with Suge Knight. He's in Las Vegas for Mike Tyson versus Selden. Tupac was a good friend of Mike Tyson's, mentioned him in a fair few songs, been photoed with him quite a few times, sort of like they knew each other, they had a good friendship. While leaving the MGM Grand, they are reportedly on the way to Club 662, which 662 stands for MOB, so it's a mob-owned club. They come across Orlando Anderson. At this point is where it all kicks off, because Tupac is actually rolling with the Bloods gang, and Orlando Anderson is a member of the Crips. So when it comes to gangs in America, the Bloods versus the Crips, quite a massive thing. A lot of people know about it. It is what it is. So they jump Orlando Anderson in the MGM Grand, and they walk out of there. Tupac is swanning around like he's just, like, who he is. He's just swanning around, knowing what he's done. They leave there. What we later find out over the last few interviews that we've seen from people who were involved, Orlando Anderson and a few others were waiting at Club 662 for Tupac, but they didn't get there. Suge Knight and Tupac didn't go there. So then Orlando Anderson and whoever he's rolling with at the time are driving down the road, and through an interview from Keefy D, we find out that they didn't know where Tupac was, but they were looking for him. And the only reason they found him was because there was fans chanting Tupac's name, so he puts his head out the window, starts waving and cheering with fans, because that's what he did, and that is the only reason that they knew where he was. Tupac and Suge pull up to a set of lights, and a white Cadillac pulls up alongside, and a load of shots are unloaded from the back of the back window of the white Cadillac into the car that Suge and Tupac are in. Tupac gets hit multiple times, but does actually survive for 6 days. He obviously dies after those 6 days. His mother went through years, decades, trying to find out who had killed her son, to actually die herself, and not find out. So there's no real justice to be served here, apart from finding out what actually happened. And now I'm going to take you back to today to find out what has happened recently. We've had an arrest in the case of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith Davis, aka Keefy D. He's been doing interviews for years. He has written books about what he got up to when in certain gangs. He has spoke about having a very tight connection with Sean Puffy Combs, aka P. Diddy. P. Diddy, who's been in the music game for years, publicly put out a bounty to get a Death Row chain. Death Row was a record that Tupac was with, and to get one of them, the only way you can get a Death Row record, apart from being part of Death Row, is jumping or killing a Death Row member. So it was also thought, did he put a hit out on Tupac? What we find out with Keefy D, who linked to P. Diddy, is also the uncle of Orlando Anderson, and was in the passenger seat of the car that night. He is admitted to passing the gun into the back of the car, and has said that Orlando Anderson took the shots. He has done many interviews, one of them being where he said that he feels remorse for Tupac, but because he jumped and did what he did to Orlando Anderson, it gave him the green light to go ahead with. So, Keefe D has also said that he was given a reward, or would have been given a reward, for killing Suge and Tupac, of a $1 million reward from P. Diddy. P. Diddy is yet to publicly speak about these claims and is yet to be arrested or questioned. We don't know what's going on that side. But Keefe D, a 6-year-old man, has been arrested for being involved in the murder of Tupac Shakur. This, like Tupac's stepbrother has said, they've known about this guy for years. Like years. He's been doing interviews for the last 5-6 years about it. He's wrote a book about it. He's been on almost every documentary about Tupac's death as well. Like, he's been front and centre of quite a lot of things, and it's taken this long. One interesting fact which might sway your opinion is the original police officer who found Tupac lived only a few streets away from Keefe D. Is that maybe they were linked to each other, and the reason it got so far without him being found out to be the guy, or without being arrested, is because maybe did someone give the police a little bit of money? That happened in those days. So were they paid off, and now that they've stopped being paid off, they've started arresting people? It's quite weird. But yeah, we have an arrest on Keefe D. If everything is as it says it is, and how people are saying it is, the next person to go and be arrested could be P. Diddy. Because everything's pointing to P. Diddy. Even Eminem, when he put out the Kill Shot diss track on MGK, who is under P. Diddy, made a couple of comments saying that it was P. Diddy that ordered the kill. He was like, you still work for the doc, but your boss pops pills and says that you got skills, but the day you put out a hit's the day that Diddy admits that he put out the hit that got Pop killed. Like, that is the line that he makes in that. Yes, at the end of the song he does say, like, I'm only joking, Diddy, you know I love ya. But for someone who has been in the rap game so long, he would know some of the biggest secrets out there as well. So the real question is, are we going to find out that the hit that was ordered on Tupac actually came from P. Diddy instead of from Orlando Anderson and Keefe D? But we finally have an arrest. Keefe D has been arrested with the connection of Tupac Shakur's murder. Could the next one be P. Diddy? We'll wait and find out. If we find anything more out, I will drop another video about this. Please tell me what you thought about this video in the comments below. And yeah, I hope you like it. We've got more content like this coming. So I'll see you on the next one. See ya.